Asking about Trias. I will do both. Just kind of update. Are my target bottoms still looking good? But I'll do some more short-term price action as well on Trias. Haven't covered Trias in a little bit. I think most of the Trias geeks who are saying, "Oh, this is going," all that. I think most of them are realizing or accepting the idea that if you like an altcoin, you need to stop rooting for it to go up. Because if you like it, you want more of it. And how do you get more of it? With the same amount of money, the price goes down. Like, you can get more apples if apples cost 5 cents, right? And you only have $1. But if apples cost 50 cents and you only have $1, you only get 2. If it costs 5 cents, you get 20. Well, my line has finally been hit. So most small caps should go down 98 to 99%. And again, not picking on Trias at all. It's just what you should expect. It's just the way it is. Like, even like my chest pound coin, like B Pro or something, right? Which I still am interested in that. And I'm trying to spot trade it for accumulation. So right now I'm holding a flat position, right? Because I sold into a rally. I'm just waiting for Bitcoin's next leg down. And then I'll wait for some bullish divergence on crypto after a couple waves down, maybe over the course of 2 weeks, and then I'm not gonna necessarily go for it. It might be a higher low, but you can do this on Trias too. Right. It looks like so 98 to 99% down. I had forgotten this did have the double top too. Yeah, my guesses are pretty good. 28 cents isn't too bad. And by the time it hits that, it could be 28 cents over here at the top of this channel. So it is totally possible that this macro channel, Trias never goes back into it. Rather, it only flirts, like its capitulation moves or down moves. And actually, a lot of cryptos are doing this. Polkadot's doing this. Phantom, maybe Phantom broke back in. Cardano, Chainlink. So Chainlink is like out here like this right now. They step a little higher outside of its macro range. But a lot of coins are likely going to use this as its new support. And then essentially what you're dealing with is like it's almost like a double decker. Like something like, you're dealing with something like that. You just like do a double decker, and this is the top is the new bottom, right? And that is November of this year. So, and if you do end up having black swan events that drive down stocks and crypto a lot farther, because crypto and Bitcoin's being treated as a risk on asset, and if something weird happens with global war and weapons of mass destruction, Trias will go back into this channel and maybe hit the bottom of it. And if a black swan super negative event happens, I mean, you could be looking at pennies, like 5 cents. But I think you would need a black swan event for something weird like that to happen. But just, it could happen. So be prepared. It could go back into this channel. All right? But without anything strange happening, I think the top of this channel line is looking pretty good. So from a time perspective, maybe 37 cents is pretty freaking reasonable. Pretty reasonable. And short-term price action, most of everything, all you really need are your channel guides. And the 4-hour 10 right now, until you get some type of a decent sustained bounce up. And then you'll just throw on the weekly 10. Then, if you get a sustained bounce up, then you're just doing weekly 10 up here. See the red line? So this guy is the weekly 10. But right now, that's way out of play. Like you would have to go up for, like, at least for that to be back in play. It would have to be, don't have to go to sideways for 2 weeks. So yeah, but right now it's out of play. But if this were to bounce here and not go down for a while, then you're going to have the daily 10 in play. But to deal with Trias on the short-term time frame, I mean, it's going to be hard, or anything. And listen, if you're not a Trias fan, listen to what I'm about to say. Right now, if you could just have even just basic horizontals, or if you go fancy with tilted ranges like me, trading channels, Just a no-brainer way. 4-hour 10, daily 10, and weekly 10. Plus your bumpers. Like it, you literally could keep it that simple exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. Because you're not distracted by, oh, a green dot and a red X, and because you're going to be able to see it with the basic tools that you have, right? Like breaking one of your major supports or something as the daily 10 is, crossing below this, and then it squeezes price down, for example. You'll be able to, you can see the same things with basic supports and bumpers, whether that's horizontals or channels, plus basic EMAs. I promise you, you can see the freaking same things. And that involves money flow and everything. All right. The only thing it doesn't really get is leverage ratios. Leverage ratios are kind of their own ballpark, but that doesn't apply to TRIAS. So I would say, I don't know, it kind of looks like it's due for a bounce. Honestly, once it hits this, as long as Bitcoin is above 18,900, you can get a decent sized bounce off this over time, not all in 1 hour, but it could go, over a couple weeks and go back up to 90 cents or something. Let me see. I think after this, you could easily get TRIAS. Yeah, about 90 cents. And how big of a move would that be? It's only 13%. And by that time, the weekly 10 would be here. And if that were to happen, then it could do a failure pattern above it, maybe go up to like 96 cents. And that is after 80-cent horizontal has been hit. So that's long-term and short-term price action for TRIAS.